Oh, come on, man! I fucking knew there was gonna be a bottle here. Yes, I'm using a guide, by the way, because if I didn't use a guide in this fucking section, I think that would literally qualify as self-torture. And that is probably meant on another site, and definitely not YouTube. I don't think Susan would be very happy with that. Message in a bottle, number 1, I believe. To whoever finds this letter. I hope fortune landed you a better fate in this life. Had I not been the irrational youth that I was, perhaps I would never have found myself trapped on this cursed island. Aspirations of wealth and glory do not compare to the comforts of home. That is the truth. May you heed my lessons of hindsight. Avery. And then you got sufficiently less sad. Not sufficiently. Exponentially is the word I was looking for. A much fucking larger word. So we got 1, 2, 3, and we skip right to 7, because we're fucking mavericks like that. So we're missing 4, 5, 6, and 8. Where's number 4? Scuttle Beach. Okay, Scuttle Beach is not a problem just as long as you let me fast travel from here. You better fucking let me fast travel from here. Hell yeah, you do. Okay. So this shouldn't be too hard to find, but I'm still gonna jump cut because there's so many fucking things in this hellhole. So please leave me alone and let me get my bottles. There we go. Okay. Avery again, from Briar. It makes me glad to know that your aversion towards the island is fading, and my words have been of some comfort to you. Sometimes it is the difficult road we must take to find the answers we did not even know to ask. Doesn't even make sense. What? You don't ask answers? Answers come for the asking. Does any of this make sense? I don't know, my brain is sort of melting during this fucking endless fetch quest, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're getting closer. I find that sunsets above the sky bring me the most comfort when I am lost. Briar. I think Briar is actually a girl and I just did that totally wrong, but whatever. Briar has the most manly fucking... What am I looking for? Comforting female voice of all time. Actually, nothing would be comforting about a female with that voice. That would be the opposite of comforting. That would be fucking disturbing. But anyway, on the road between Cape Solace and the Jawbone. Other side of the bridge from Aubrey, along the chasm the bridge goes over. Aubrey gets her own thing, doesn't she? Other side of the bridge from Aubrey. Other side of the bridge from Aubrey. Okay, so it's worth going to Aubrey, just because I could use her as directions, but she hasn't got the... This is not the greatest fucking, Oh, the other side of the bridge. Okay, so it's like right here. How did I not see that? I guess I'm not normally looking. I mean, I kept forgetting that these bottles even exist, but it's so blatantly right there. I guess it kind of blends in with the scenery, but not even that much. Dear Briar, I understand now. You're stuck here too, aren't you? It makes sense why these bottles find their way back to me time and time again. I did not fully understand the mystery of your words, not until I wandered up to the mountain peak. I did not dare to make the descent as the day grew late, and dangerous creatures lurk in every shadow. You were right. The sunset is most beautiful from atop these ruins. Tell me, where can I find you? Yours, Avery. Number 6. In the deepest part of Mudhold fasting. How many times am I gonna be sent to the Mudhold? I can't hold any more mud in my entire life. Or I think I will just die. I will just crumble right there and then, my spirit broken. I will be a husk of the man I once was, which wasn't really much to begin with, let's be honest. Let's make it, so it says the deepest part. By deepest, I assume it means lowest, because, I mean, you can go that way or you can go that way. I assume it's with all these piles. I'm hoping so anyway, because that actually looks easy. This looks like it's gonna take 2 fucking seconds. Did it say it's behind a hidden door? Southeast of Angara Glindower. Well, she's gone. She's been gone for a long time, but I think she was up here. Southeast means that. That's not very deep. Nothing deep about this. But then this is a hidden door. You gotta assume it's not... It's gotta be down here. Maybe Glindow is who I was... Oh, maybe it was this lady. Oh, southeast from her would mean into a wall. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. What the fuck's going on? Please be right here. It's right here. I remember looking at you. I specifically remember looking at you. I must have seen it glow. I'm so stupid. Sweet Avery. You are wise to be cautious of these creatures, and just as clever to decipher the truth behind my words. It seems my loneliness was too plain. I suppose you have told me something about myself as well. I would come to you, but I found myself preoccupied with helping the newest victims of that damned pirate. They labor just south of the old keep. Find me there, Briar. I thought maybe, just maybe, the bottles or the messages would be leading me to different places to find more bottles, but that doesn't really seem to be the case. Part of Undersea Fasting is next, but I've already got that one. Brigand's Hideaway is where we're going next. It's only available after completing the Exiles quest, so it's only available once we finish this DLC, I think. I think the Exiles was the last quest of the DLC, but I could be very, very wrong about that. Anyway, I will see you guys when we get there, because this is a long fucking run before I can even fast travel. So I'll see you guys real soon. Mwah. Oh, no wonder I never got a chance to fucking search last time. It's infested with crabs! Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't actually want to hurt the crab. I wanted to leave the crab alive. But I guess the crabs were a part of you all along, weren't they, buddy? It's okay. It's okay. There's probably a cream for that, but I can't say it won't sting. Where the fuck is that bottle? It's supposed to be around here. It literally just... Oh, it's right here. Okay. It just said fast travel to the thing and you'll probably find it, basically. So, Briar, I have waited for you here since the day you sent me to find you. While I cannot fathom if you were ever real, a figment of my desperate mind, or some godly force, I thank you for showing me my path, difficult as it has been. The years have grown upon me, but I am content, and I have found peace here on this island. Hello? I completely lost what I was fucking looking at. There we go. But I have found peace here on this island I once thought my prison. Soon I shall make my final ascent to the mountain peak and watch the sunset one last time. Would that I could find you there. I would find true solace. Avery. I was trying to make that sound fucking poignant and actually just give it a moment to breathe. And then in the background you see... Yeah, that's the sound of a crab, by the way. That is the only sound that crabs are capable of making. Oh, and it's also just so happens to be the manliest sound I've ever produced. Very proud of that one. Oh, man. It's over. That's everything. Let me just make sure I did get every last one of those messages. I'm kind of worried that I didn't. I'm kind of worried that I'm an absolute fucking moron. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's it. All that's left is to read some fucking pornography, because of course it is. You really thought I was going to forget to read this out right at the end? This is how we're ending this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of episode-long fucking series. The longest series I've ever done. And we're ending it in the least fucking climactic way possible with the Bare Legs Sisters. This better be a fucking good one. This better be a fucking good one. Now, do forgive my voice, because as you guys know, in this session, it's fucking tired from weekends of doing the big sing, and in my case, doing the big scream, because metal, I guess. So I'm not sure I'm not exactly sure how sexy I'm gonna sound, but I'll do my best. I hate doing this. It still haunts me. The first time we did this, where we read 10 in a row, still keeps me awake at night. It's the most embarrassing thing I've ever had to do on the internet. So let's do it again. Let's make it even worse. So, the Bare Legs Sisters. For a time, every man of Ember Deep was rapturously in love with one of the Bare Legs Sisters. Astrid, Thora, and Helga. Really? You're in love with a lady called Helga? What the fuck's wrong with you? Couldn't you have found anyone with a sexier name than Helga? It was hard to argue, and many a dwarf lost life or limb trying. They were all dwarves, okay, that makes sense. Not with how sexy they are, I mean the names. Dwarves aren't particularly sexy, are they? Which of the three was the most beautiful and enchanting? Probably the one with the largest beard. The place whence they came is not known, but it is generally believed that they ran away from home when very young. One can only speculate on the reason, and whether they left by their own choice, or by consequence of their beguiling effect, even as very young ladies. I can't say that in a sexy voice. Was their dad a pedophile? Why would you do that? It's not, no one's enjoying that part of the book. Okay, move swiftly on before I vomit. And there is nothing sexy about vomit, I assure you, except Probably to a decent chunk of the world, to be honest. God, I hate the internet. They thence moved from place to place, never staying long before wearing out their welcome, or fleeing from a frothing manly mob, and an enraged womanly populace. That time amongst the men of Emberdeep began, and they were found floating aboard a raft by a Devaga ship. They were not, it is told, on board, but a few minutes before their presence triggered something of a Donnybrook. What? What does that mean? Why does medieval language have to make smut so difficult? I can't wank to this. Such a ruckus would not be unexpected on a ship full of men long at sea. But this row was without equal. So irresistible with the sister's beauty. And to the diminutive Devaga, oh, so they were like humans or Alpha or something else. And they were just assaulted by these big burly children, basically. Oh, this is a bit horrible. Their novel tallness, the crew took complete leave of their wits. After a few days, the ship returned unexpectedly to Emberdeep, whereupon the sisters were ordered ashore. Before the captain confined them to quarters, specifically the captain's own quarters, he gave them a choice. Go ashore or off the plank. The sisters, who'd grown bored of their time at sea, gladly obliged. In Emberdeep, the sisters were caused a stir unmatched even by their previous exploits. Their towering height and preference for shortened dresses offered even the tallest man of Emberdeep an irresistible and heretofore unimagined view of their beauty. Beauty. All-devouring clunges. And the shorter men among them described an even more breathtaking vista. Oh, okay, I thought that's what you meant with the first one, because on account of them being dwarves, they basically live inside of their dresses. But no, that's what the second one is for. Not only were the sisters beautiful and exotic, but each was capable of driving a man mad in her own way. Astrid for her blonde hair and long legs, Thora for her sweet voice and laugh, and Helga for her way with a sword. The last is, that just sounds like you're forcing them into it, Helga. How is this enticing? Whatever. I really like the way you murder. There's nothing sexier than that, apparently, to dwarves. And last is curious, as it was a fact often repeated of the youngest sister. But no one could ever recall seeing her handle a blade. Oh. The game is making wang jokes that even slip by me, the master of all that is wang. Good job, Kingdoms of Amalur. I'm glad we read this one. This is quite the way to end off, and I'm making it like a 4-page book somehow lost 10 minutes. What a grand finale! But their stay was to be predictably brief. Beautiful women always inflame hemorrhage jealousy in both men and women, and the Bear-Leg sisters were no exception. Once they began appearing in bedrooms all over the Obsidian Isle, the women of the great dwarven houses howled for their expulsion. But the council, its members, to a man smitten with the sisters, refused. So it was until all 3 sisters were discovered in the bedchambers of a Rathiri envoy. The envoy himself managed to flee. But the sisters were not so fortunate. A quickly staged trial found them guilty of disquieting the peace and other moral outrages, and sentenced them cast into the sea. Their pleas for mercy fell on deaf ears, as each surrendered their breath to the deep. To this day, Devagan men take to the seas in secret hope of finding the sisters alive, well, and waiting aboard a flimsy raft. And those back home pine the Bear-Leg sisters to return, even if for only one night. You realize this is a legend, right? It was probably true at one point, but people hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years later, or even like 50 years later, are like, oh man, I so want to see those Bear-Leg sisters from legend. They're gonna be like 90 now, dude. For one, they're probably horrible, decomposing, bloated corpses at the bottom of the ocean. That's one fucking thing. But I mean, if they're alive and well, then they're still old ladies, and probably still as horny as ever, and an all-devouring clunge. is coming for you little bastards, coming for those tiny dwarven fucks. And they will get what they deserve. But for now, what an unwankable story that was. What's the point of this? She was embarrassed deciphering it, I seem to remember her saying. Why? There was nothing sexy in that at all. They died. Who's getting off at that part? That's not the climax I expected. But anyway, guys, that's it. That is Kingdoms of Amalur. And I know this last session has been a little bit anticlimactic in comparison to killing Dead Kel or finishing off the main story, but I think it sets us up perfectly for the glory that will be the new expansion. That is all the lore the entire game has to offer, firmly planted in my brain and all over YouTube for everyone to fucking see. And I mean, there are books that I never read, but like I said, after all that porn, I'm put off forever. I don't think I will ever read another word in my life, and that doesn't mean just this game. That doesn't mean just games in general. That means ever. If I see a word, I think I will be sent into some kind of horrible PTSD attack. Which is going to be very, very difficult, because everything in this world is words. I'm just going to have to move to a country where I understand fuck all. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new here, please do consider subscribing. We got some incredible stuff going on right now, as you can fucking see. We got some amazing stuff in the past. A massive backlog of like 3,000 videos. How many videos do I have? It's a lot of videos. Thousands and thousands and thousands of videos at this point. All of them absolutely delicious. I mean, most of them absolutely delicious. Don't go back beyond like 2017. That's the dark time. That is the dark fucking time. So if you guys don't... I'm not going to bring it up now, actually. If you guys don't know about the old channel, videos from the old channel here. But anyway, I guarantee you there will be something that you enjoy. Don't sue me. And you can't sue me. You enjoyed this. If you watched 240 fucking parts of this, you must have been enjoying something. Unless you were just the biggest fucking masochist in the entire world and you've hated every moment. But if you have, then at least give it a like to... you know, because I fulfilled your masochistic tendencies. And anyway, we got some even more incredible stuff coming in the future, and I absolutely can't wait, and I really hope you will join me there. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share, comment, all that amazing stuff. It really does help out both me and the channel, and I will see you in the next one. But for now, this is Strike and Letharoon, the master of Gravehall Keep, signing off. And this truly is the end of an era, until that DLC comes around. Goodbye! Sorry, I couldn't get much of a goodbye out of that because of my fucking tired-ass voice. Should we try that one again? Without for now, this is Strike and Letharoon, signing off! Goodbye!